Emoji Movie, because everything has to be a thing nowadays. We got an Angry Birds movie, now we get an Emoji Movie, then we're getting a My Little Pony movie, and a Barbie movie. Yeah, everything's a thing now. Basically, the Emoji Movie goes like this. The Emoji Movie focuses on this emoji called Gene, who's supposed to be a meh emoji, but he can't really express meh, so that leads all the other emojis to thinking he's a malfunction, and he goes on the run, and he has to discover what kind of emoji he wants to be. Now, in no way, shape, or form was I excited for this movie. I love animation. I've had a newfound love for animation within the past few years, but this is an animated movie that I was like, nope, because it was just, I looked at it as a quick cash grab. That's all this movie is, guys. It's cash grab. This movie sucks. This movie is worse than Transformers The Last Night. Did I ever think I was going to say that about a movie this year other than 50 Shades Darker? Hell no! But this is boring as shit. When you have an animated movie, you have to appeal to both kids and adults. You have to have that kid humor, then you have to have that adult humor. This movie clearly was aimed towards kids, but even the kids in the theater weren't laughing, and none of them were having a good time. I sure as hell didn't laugh once in this whole movie. Not good. So many forced attempts at humor, and none of them land. And these forced attempts at humor made me upset, because I love eating popcorn when I go to the movie theater. I was so mad to have popcorn, and like just not enjoy munching on it. I love popcorn at the movie theaters, and I was just like, take a handful. Nah. Obviously, this is the Emoji Movie, so obviously the poop emoji that everybody thinks is chocolate ice cream is going to be in this movie, and that's where the jokes did not land. Right away, that happened. I was like, this is not going to be good at all, and it wasn't. Basically, this is what I boil it down to. The writer was like, oh, hey, the poop emoji? Okay, here's what this movie's going to consist of. We're going to do poop jokes and bad puns, and that's going to be hilarious. Seriously, halfway through this movie, I looked around the theater and I was like, I wonder if the kids are even into this. The kid next to me was asleep. The child in front of me leaned over to her mother and was like, Mommy, is the movie over yet? The kids were bored, and I found myself, I'm try to be really good about not, checking my phone for the time, but I constantly was doing it in this movie. That's how bored I was. It's like, this movie wasn't fun, wasn't entertaining, wasn't interesting. I didn't care about anything in this movie. I took myself out of the movie in multiple different parts and started thinking to myself, alright, so what are my plans for tomorrow? What should I do tomorrow? Maybe grab some lunch? Do I leave this movie right now? Nah, I gotta bite the bullet. When a movie has you thinking about other things for the majority of the movie, about what you're gonna do tomorrow, you know it's a bad movie. This movie focuses on like 3 emojis, and the other emojis that you see in the opening are barely in the movie. The one thing I thought was funny, where I was like, okay, they had the money and the budget to pay all of these companies to put their logos for all these different apps in the movie, but yet they couldn't even get Apple or Samsung to give them the basic design layout for the phones that are portrayed in this movie. That's hilarious. And I just don't buy the world building this movie tries to set up. Apparently the emojis can go from app to app, and I didn't buy it. I was like, no. Because we know they don't do this. The midway point of this movie, all the way to the end, I thought to myself, this is just a music video, because that's all it was. Songs were playing, dancing was happening. I was like, it's a music video. It's Suicide Squad all over again, but with emojis! I couldn't invest my time into any of these characters. This queen princess emoji comes out of nowhere. I don't buy the fact that she would be friends with the high five emoji or the meh emoji. These characters I just did not like. not interesting. It wasn't that they were unlikable. It was just, there's nothing to them. And then you have boring performances with emojis that talk like this. Yeah, I don't know if I'm trying to do a Simon Gruber or a Hans Gruber impersonation right now. I think I'm trying to be Alan Rickman. Now bring me my detonators because I don't know what type of emoji I am. I'm just gonna cry about being in an Emoji Movie. Yeah, when you have performances like that, it's gonna put you to sleep. Guys, the Emoji Movie fucking sucks. Quick cash grab for the parents to bring their kids to a kids movie that's not even a kids movie. It's not entertaining, it's boring, it's not interesting, it robs you of 86 minutes of your entire life. This movie is the equivalent of a fat fucking F. I'm gonna give the Emoji Movie the shit emoji because this movie is just a steaming pile of shit. So guys, when it comes to whether or not you're going to see the Emoji Movie or Atomic Blonde this weekend, if you see the Emoji Movie, let me know what you think of it. Drop me a comment in the comment section below, or you can just watch my review of Atomic Blonde. It's been up for about a month. I saw it a month ago. Definitely want to see it again. I wish I did tonight, because it was so much better than this shit. You can like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, you're on YouTube, subscribe. Check out some other videos I have done. I will put that Atomic Blonde review at the end of this video. Thank you for watching and for hopefully sparing your life from seeing this movie. I'll see you next time.